Okay. In this video, I will try to explain about it how I do anime hair. This technique can be used to other things, such as this type of texture. Is not necessarily hair, but anything that you want to give like a motion feeling that makes your eye like go from one place to another, like here on the shrimp, because the way the stitches are made, it drawn your eye to start on the head and go to the tail. So you can use with other things, not just anime hair or just hair in general. I started to do this for normal hair because I was trying to do something more realistic, but I ended up using more in anime. So, in very short, how can you do this? On Wilcom, sorry, on Wilcom, you'll be using the F5 tool. The column B, you can use the column A, but the column A is less intuitive than column B. The way that column A works is that you will be digitizing both sides of your column at the same time. And this makes kind of tricky to do some stuff, while in the column B, the F5, you will be doing one side first, pressing space, and doing the other one later. This helps you create items that have organic shape that are not exactly symmetrical. So the way I do is I use the F5. You will do a hair strand. Use the contour stitch type, and then you mess with your stitch settings. So let's say 1 millimeter, 5 millimeter stitch length, and this is it. In short, it's literally this. It's very simple, but can get very complicated. So this one, the hair itself has a base, because doing the entire hair this way ends up being way too tricky, because you need to think about each hair strand, how you mesh in the middle of the head, and how you gonna keep the density low, because lots of stitches meeting on the same place, you definitely have some density problems, and this definitely will increase your digitizing time. This is already a very time costly thing to do, because it is simple, but it is very manual. So like the art from this is the original art that was used, and what I did to help me define some things better, and I do this in every design, is I define the hairline of the character and the head shape. So if you drag both, we have the overall head shape with the hairline. What this will do is that when you embroidery the hair strands, you will create a very nice effect of a bit of skin showing under the hair strands, and even the hairline. So this is something that I find very cool. You will just need to mess a bit with the spacing on the hair strands, or even each hair strand, because sometimes some items look very full, while others will look very light, even having the same spacing. This is because the way the way the stitches behave on column B and column A. They try to, let me use column A to explain this. The stitches will try to be the same distance from each other, while filling the entire space you define. So you end up creating this kind of 3D effect by accident. So how can you do this in a very streamlined way? So simple image, not simple hair. This would definitely be complicated, but what I would be doing here is defining the head shape first. So you will be using a bit of creativity, and what do you know about drawing or how body works. So on this one, I will select everything here to create a base. Now we will define the head shape, and this would be our head shape. Inside this head shape, we need to define the hairline of the character. So let's say her hairline is something like this. You can use backspace to remove nodes. Finishing here. Okay. So I did this ugly thing. This is because I like to use some tools to remove some sections of the design faster. So we duplicate the initial one, select this one, intersect. Now duplicate this one, select the first one, and use back front. This way we will split them in a very nice way that both items are edge to edge. When we use the knife tool, it tends to leave a gap, and sometimes this can mess up with the overall design, or just OCD. But okay, now that we have both bases, this will be face, this will be hair. Let's pick the color of the hair. 248, 170, 125. So now that you have your base, you need to think about what details you want to give. You can go all out and do basically the entire hair, and even not have a base because you have stitches everywhere, or you can do just some sections. I will do a bit of her bangs here, just as an example. So usually I like to start from the middle just because it becomes more straightforward. So we do one hair strand. I will connect everything here just for the sake of being faster. So you did your first hair strand and will be a setting stitch. You can do one, change, do another one, change. I like to do everything and then set up stitch settings. And to streamline this, the way that the contour stitch works, it does not travel to where you want to finish. Like the finish point is here, but we'll finish here. We'll do like a zigzag thingy and finish here. So you need to think about the way the tool work and work around it, because there is no way to make the tool work the way you want it. So a nice way to think is like, we started here and we will finish on the opposite side, because just the way the F5, the column B works. Start on the left, go until the point you wanted, space to confirm, right, finish on the right. This is the way it will work. As a sighting stitch, you can choose whenever you want it to leave the object, but as a contour, no. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit nosy. So we started here, finish here, and then now a very nice thing to do, or our design will have a lot of jumps, is to, from the exit point, you start a run stage, go to the next item you will do, and go back. Sorry. And go back to the F5, do the next hair strand, space to confirm, space again to go to the run stage, space to confirm, space again to go back to column B. A nice way to think is like space, 2 taps to change, like here. As I press space, it changes between the last tool I used and run stitches. So this is very useful to help you doing things faster. Sometimes you will forget about it and do an entire item and discover that you did just run stitches, but it happens. So now that we did some hair strands, we can change to contour, change the spacing, the length if you want to. Bigger lengths will make your hair look lighter and will sink less on the stitches underneath. We will reduce stitch counts too. So you can mix and match things the way you like it. So now that we have this, we can change to the hair color, and we start to develop some very stylized hair. About how harsh will look here. On this design, I did I think about the hair strand more in a 3D way. Let me doing in a geometrical shape to be easier to visualize. So this strand is basically like this. You can think about it like a prism. So this is the high point, this is the low points base tip. So what I did is to the strands I did here, I have split them in 2 items just to be able to do this, because if I try to do this as one column B item, what will happen is this, and the field will look very, very weird. So you need to do 1/2 of the item first, and then the other half of the item. I did something wrong. Okay. This way you can have them looking great. One tip, let's say you started here to finish there, and you need to do other hair strand. You can start on F5 from here and go to the next item. This will speed up your digitizing process a lot. And well, from this point is basically F5, run stitch to go to the next one, F5, run stitch to go to the next one. And thinking about how you will layer some things, there is not any rule to teach about this, because it's very dependent on the art you are working with and your creativity, how you want to look, if you want simple, if you want very complicated. This one, I did it very simply. I literally just did the hair strands and a bit of detail here. But on the recent design of Misato from Evangelion, I complicated the hair a lot. There is the contour field technique, but there is setching stitches here. There is some run stitches to give some effect. There is tatami with trapunto. So you can make it simple, you can make it very complicated. So let me run just the hair of this design. Let me run the entire design. So let's go to hair and kind of speed up things. We'll do the eye first. I did the eyes in gray because the overall mood of the design. So I started with some back strands because there was behind the hair base, so everything is connected. I really like to minimize trim, jump, stops, so I really try to connect absolutely everything. This entire hair has no jump, no stop, no trim. Is literally one start point, one end point, back to back, and I absolutely love this type of optimization. So I did some of the back strands, and sorry, now we are doing the base. And now we will do the hair strands. So let me make slow. So we do a hair strand and we'll connect with a run stitch to the next one, and keep going like this. This embroidering, seeing this on the machine is very satisfying because it's like it's just keep going and does not stop, and you will be there like, ooh, satisfaction. And yeah, it is very straightforward, as long you take care of entry and exit points. I really recommend running some simulations kind of slow to check things. Turn your connectors on and off to check if things are going where you want it. And yeah, good luck. And I hope you will be able to create awesome hair. Bye bye.